Federico Ferrante here from Azimut-Benetti, and we are in beautiful Montauk, New York, where we are holding the Azimut Yachts Owners Rendezvous. So we thought that we wanted to catch the opportunity to feature one of our newest models. We introduced the Azimut 47 Verve at the 2020 Miami Boat Show, where I actually did a walkthrough. We thought that we want to give you also a dynamic view of this incredible model. So we are going to board the boat and show you some of the characteristics of the new Mercury Joystick, which is incredible. Even for me, I mean, I'm in the industry 27 years, and every time I put a boat still in the dock, I have that cramp on my stomach to make sure that everything goes smooth and I don't hit anything and people watching don't judge me bad. And these joysticks really made all of that go away. So we want to make sure that we show you the incredible features of these Mercury joysticks, as well as, of course, we're going to go out in the ocean and show you how this incredible Michael Peters hull perform in a dynamic way. So we'll go wide open throttle, so you'll see exactly how fast it is, and we'll do turns, we'll have fun. We want to show you, the dynamic also feature of the boat. So I hope you enjoy it, and why don't you come on board with me. So here we are, helm station, control station. So first of all, just look at it again. I know I talk about it lengthily when in the other video, the Verve 47, but this is so beautiful, so well designed, so slick that catch your attention every time. But let's go on the practical side. We talk about this being a more dynamic experience. So first of all, we want to start by the engine start and stop. So you always want to start from your starboard engine first, and I think the sequence of starting 450 horsepower V8 engines each is a pretty unique sound. If you like performance and motor is pretty exciting. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you see we are all on. I have all my engines datas here and all my engines datas on my Mercury display here. So we are definitely not lacking informations to monitor the proper working of our engines. As discussed before on the dock, I want to show you really the features of these joysticks because they are just incredible. So we're now going to get out of this slip just using the joystick, and you can see the finesse maneuvering that you can do. I mean, you really are able to move at very, very slow speed, extremely precisely. The corrections that you can make are microscopic, so you don't need to go that, hit back, hit forward to correct your movement. You just impress the movement that you want the boat makes on your hands, and the joysticks, in a matter of fractions of seconds, correct the entire position and maneuvering of the boat. And if you look at me, I mean, I hope I look fairly relaxed, and I'm taking a 47-footer outer slip with 2 fingers and the help of technology. That's about it. And now, actually, while we are here, once I put it exactly in the middle of these lanes of very aggressive and menacing bows of boats, I'll go actually very, very side in the middle of this canal, and we'll hit the Skyhook feature, and which is by pressing this little button here which says Skyhook. You see the entire joystick becomes blue, and it says a Skyhook on it, which is actually pretty cool. And the way it works is through a GPS antenna and a heading compass. So once you press that button, basically the brain of the system memorize your heading, meaning that is the way that will hold your bow in this direction, and also cross the latitude and longitude GPS points through the GPS system. And now from here on, you see the boat is actually moving. Right now we're going backwards by herself, nobody's touching anything, because the engines are working to keep the boat in the position where I press that Skyhook button. And you see the engines are working by themselves, and they are correcting the position, and we are being held by basically technology in the position that we press that button. You see we came out from that slip right there, and I put the boat in the middle of this canal. There is wind, there is current. You show the flag there, you can understand how much wind there is. And the boat is working and is holding that position all by yourself, which is really, to me, still mind-blowing, almost technology miracle. How easy this is. Think about, you're waiting for a bridge to open. Remember back in the days you were constantly maneuvering, spinning around, correcting position. You're waiting for the fuel dock to get free. You know, you keep constantly correct your position. Now you just press this button and you might not want to leave the helm. You always want to be in control, but still you can relax. You can sit down, relax, wait for your turn comfortably without stressing, without needing to focus. You can chit chat with your spouse, significant other, friends, and enjoy and wait, and the boat works for you, which is amazing. So again, we are so excited about this new Mercury joystick system, and we want to show you really how easy it is, because once you get used to it, and now I am, you even in spaces where you typically would you start using your levers and your helm, like moving you know, you still, I actually end up using the joystick because, again, like for instance, right now we're getting out this canal. There's a small boat with these happy teenagers decided to cross our bows. I mean, I can really control the boat so easy with the joystick, where in tight spaces, until I don't need speed, I really use the joystick to move the boat, period. And I'll show you actually. Let's pretend that we're going back now. So let's do a spin. So with my hand, I do a 360 just to go back into this, it's not that narrow, but into this canal. And, you know, the wind is taking me a little bit. And so I'm gonna go away from here and give her a spin. And you see that whatever movement I impress to the joystick, the boat makes. So right now I'm turning my bow starboard and reversing at the same time. If you see my hands and what I'm doing with this joystick, you see? Is the head is spin, I spin my head, and I'm going back. And really, you impress, whatever movement you impress to the joystick, the boat is following. And it makes your life so much easier. So now let's pretend that we're going back to our dock space, and you'll see that I will be able to, you know, maneuver simply in this canal through the joystick. And actually, very important things to mention is that the joystick is very proportional. So the more you push, the more power you're impressing on the system. And so if you need to get out of trouble, you just give it more and the boat reacts more. So for instance, this is a very windy canal, and you can tell how I macro maneuver. And the boat, I adjust my bow, and all through the joystick, and I put those 4 beasts to work hard. And you don't have to be afraid. You know, of course, you hear engines going in and out of gear, and is 4 engines. They're all controlled independently. Each one does a correction of his own, and so they're gonna go in and out of gear. And you just the only thing you have to worry about where you want to go, and put your hand in that direction. No, don't listen to the engines. Don't worry about how much water, white foam you see. They're just doing their job. They're replacing your effort, your tension, and you just use your hand and go into the canal. I can assure you that the wind was picking up pretty strong. I needed to correct quite a bit, and you see, look at that white water. I made those engines work, do their hard work, and now I'm in the canal. I'm a little bit more protected, and I do more finesse work. Okay, my hand will move less because now, you know, I'm more downwind. I have less external factors moving my boat around, and I just use my joystick to navigate through the canal. We'll go actually out there and we'll do a spin, and we get back out, and then off we go for our high speed, high emotion, high adrenaline sea trial on this beautiful Verve 47. And I'm constantly correcting my direction, my bow, and compensating my wind and compensating my current. So sensitive. As soon as you move the head of the joystick a little bit, it's like really having the steering wheel actually, but probably more sensitive. I really have no reason. When I'm in tight spaces like this, since I learned to use the joysticks, I actually never use the wheel. And now actually, you know what, we're also gonna show this beautiful boat to people when you spin around. So what I'm doing right now, I want to stop it. I have a lot of momentum, so I will do my stop right here. And again, all joystick. I want to come to a perfect stop, and And here I go, port side 360. Just twist my 2 fingers. Again, I'm doing all of this using 2 fingers, my index and my thumb. That's it. That's all I'm using. And I'm not sitting like this to pretend. I just want to give you the feeling that I am honestly comfortable. I'm not stressed. There is wind, there is current. I'm surrounded by, you know, threatening bows with anchors and so on and so forth, and I am absolutely comfortable. Spinning is 47 feet of boat, so I mean, you're talking about a fairly large boat, and the precision of this maneuvering system is as I said already, and I will repeat myself, I'm blown away how easy and precise. And then off I go. That is my outlet, and if you want to give it a little power and go a little faster, look, it picks up, and then you fix your heading like you were on the wheel. I'm doing well, I'm doing 4, 5, 6 miles an hour right now, and I'm going pretty decently fast, as I would be with the levers and wheel, but still on joystick. You see, the more you give, the more it goes. And then of course when I'm out here, then I start being really in open water. That's when you pass, or at least me, that's what I like to do. Then I pass on my levers, because now, you know, it's just more convenient. So, and the way you pass on your levers, you just engage them, and the boat goes out of joystick and into levers. Now I'm in forward gear, and I'm using my steering, and I'm moving out. So again, on this incredible Mercury maneuvering system, the way at least I like to use it, I like the 1 lever feature. So when you press the 1 lever button here, the light up, and usually what I do, I use my port lever, so I put it in gear. Now this lever is controlling all 4 engines. I put my starboard lever down here so it doesn't bother me. I can even use it to rest my hand. And now with 1 lever, I'm controlling all 4 engines, the throttles. You can see if I give a little throttle there, you see they all respond to 1 lever. And I use my steering wheel and 1 lever, and off I go.